Good evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jesse Hawila. We're tracking the catastrophic flooding down in the hill country of Texas, and you can see the Texas hill country right now. Still seeing some rain tonight, but it has started to let up a little bit here from Fredericksburg down to Kerrville. Now, if we take a look here, this is the Guadalupe River here highlighted for the flash flood warning for parts of Comal and Kendall County. This is Canyon Lake. So what's happening is we had this catastrophic flooding out toward Hunt and Kerrville happened early this morning, and that big rush of water is headed right toward Canyon Lake. Now, Canyon Lake is 30 feet or so below flood stage, so it should be able to handle all of the water coming into the lake. With that being said, those that live downstream of the Guadalupe here from Canyon Lake should be okay. So we'll continue to watch the threat for flooding tonight. Still in this area of Canyon Lake. I know Spring Branch was under the gun there for some flooding as the river levels really rise, as all that flood water that took place in parts of the hill country started racing east. So there's Kerrville right here. The town of Hunt is right there. And this is Camp Mystic. We've been following the devastating news there in Camp Mystic of some folks that have lost their lives because of the catastrophic flooding. And as we take a look here, the bands of heavy rain very early this morning set up right along the Guadalupe River. Now, the Guadalupe River is right here along Highway 39. Okay, so the highway basically runs with the river, and you can see where 10, 11, 12 inches of rain fell in a really short amount of time in that area, some even up to a foot or more of rain in parts of the Texas Hill Country. There, right there is Ingram, Kerrville right here. As we take a look at some of the river gauges in the area at Hunt, the Guadalupe River down to 90 feet. So it is technically now below flood stage, but it crested very early this morning when the last check at the gauge at crest was 23.4 feet. It rose dramatically. It rose almost 24 feet in a matter of 45 minutes. That's how fast this flooding happened. The Guadalupe River at Kerrville, right now below flood stage, 7.8 feet at the time of this taping. The crest, almost 29.5 feet just before sunrise this morning. Again, the river in those areas where Camp Mystic is and some other camps in the area, the river is starting to recede. So the waters are lowering in that area. Rain tonight ending across the Texas Hill Country. And as we go through the rest of tonight, it does look to be a quiet night minus a sprinkle or shower. Nothing that we expect to actually cause additional problems there in the Texas Hill Country. You're looking now at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. There will be some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity between San Antonio and Austin, and they may press west, so a little bit deeper into the Texas Hill Country. So this may aggravate some of the flooding situation there tomorrow afternoon. We're going to keep a really close eye on this, but flooding potential does exist Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening in parts of the Texas Hill Country. Right now, I don't know if it doesn't look like it's going to go as far west into the Kerrville or Hunt area, but perhaps more between San Antonio and Austin, and kind of, let's say, down from Fredericksburg to Comfort, which is along the Guadalupe, which also saw flooding in that area. So we will be watching that very closely in the hours to come. DFW, North Texas, 91 was the high today. It really wasn't a bad day. 77 degrees, that's the temperature as we record this here this evening. And I tell you, the rain starting to dissipate. So if you have fireworks plans tonight, know that the rain showers are becoming less numerous. They're becoming more isolated in nature and even lighter in nature from Collin and Denton counties. Really, the rain breaking up dramatically south of I-20. Still some steady showers from Terrell and Kaufman up into Greenville and parts of Fannin County and Lamar counties. As we go through the rest of tonight, the coverage continues to drop. So overnight, what we are anticipating is a couple sprinkles, couple showers. That's certainly not out of the question as we go through the overnight hours. But for fireworks, we should be okay. An isolated sprinkle, nothing that would cancel any of the plans. You really would need some heavy rain or some thunder and lightning for fireworks shows to be canceled. At this point, it's just going to keep temperatures fairly comfortable for this time of the year. Maybe a little bit of rain. Isolated showers not out of the question. Then as we go into Saturday, let's get into the early morning Saturday. We'll watch for some spotty showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe and no flooding here in North Texas, but west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there will be some scattered rain around as we go into Saturday midday into the afternoon. Dallas-Fort Worth not excluded from the chance by any means. There will be a spotty shower or two, but highest coverage to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Then as we get into Saturday night, things clear out. We'll stay partly cloudy Saturday night. will stay partly sunny most of the day Sunday, with just a couple little pop-ups possible Sunday afternoon, mainly west of the Metroplex. Most will stay dry on Sunday. Temperatures still not bad for this time of the year. The normal high is 94. We'll be below that Saturday and Sunday. A little bit more sunshine for Sunday, so we'll go to 93 at DFW. Some a little bit hotter than that. Lower rain coverage with south winds 5 to 15. One more thing before we go here. We now have Tropical Depression 3, and this will eventually become Tropical Storm Chantal. 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's getting a little bit more organized off the southeast coast of the United States. We expect this to become a tropical storm by tomorrow. It'll have winds about 40 miles per hour before making landfall somewhere near Charleston. It's not going to have a ton of time to intensify, so it's going to make landfall very quickly, likely just peaking at a lower end tropical storm. Again, the name would be Chantal. We will keep an eye on it. Tonight, 74 degrees, an isolated shower or storm. Warm, muggy, and breezy. Tomorrow, warm and humid, 91. 14-day forecast. It gets warmer. Next week, we'll have a couple chances for a shower or storm, and then high temperatures return to the upper 90s by the end of next week. We'll be very close to 100 degrees. So these days that we've enjoyed with mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of rain, with temperatures mainly in the 80s, those days look to be coming to an end as we approach the middle part of the month. We'll go back into the middle and upper 90s, and rain chances go much lower. Thank you for joining us on WFAA Plus. I hope you have a great rest of your night.